Hey guys, so for this movie, I am actually going to be reacting to Pulp Fiction. Yeah, I finally got the movie, so I thought I'd go ahead and react to it. I don't, I don't really know much about this movie, to be honest. I know it has Uma Thurman. I know it has John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson. I know it's by Quentin Tarantino. And I'm assuming just what little I've heard of it, it's more like probably going to be like a dark comedy, I guess. I do remember the meme with John Travolta, you know, where he walked into the room completely confused. So I do know him from that meme. So it should be interesting to see the rest of the movie and put it into context. So that being said, there's not much else, so let's just get started. Brings back so many memories from high school. I was in band and we would play this all the time. Oh yay, Harvey Weinstein. That doesn't make me taint this movie at all, does it?
Well, the way they pick TV shows is they make one show. That show's called a pilot. Then they show that one show to the people who pick shows. And on the strength of that one show, they decide if they want to make more shows. Some get chosen and become television programs. Some don't. Become nothing.
Never knew this movie, never think this movie was gonna teach me about how TV shows work.
I mean, is it as bad as eating her pussy out? No. It's the same fucking ballpark.
Giving a foot massage is the same. Foot massage is similar to eating pussy. That's something I learned. I'm assuming this has a lot to do with Tarantino's foot fetish.
Hey, keep chilling.
It's not awkward at all. Is that Mark Wahlberg again? Maybe? I don't think so.
Me? I can't usually get them because my girlfriend's a vegetarian, which pretty much makes me a vegetarian. I do love the taste. Brain on bread. You're a smart motherfucker. That's
It is kind of intimidating, I guess. They're just, you don't know what the hell they're gonna do. They're just, you know, spending the whole time talking about burgers, and it just is off-putting, I guess. You gonna kill him? Eat all his food before you kill him?
he look like a bitch. What?
I thought he was a cop, but I'm guessing they work for this guy Wallace.
Of evil men. Blessed is he who in the
God, that's definitely what I would want to hear before I die, is people quoting the Bible.
Which one's true? One with all the shit in her face? No, that's Jody. That's my wife.
Vincent.
Seems a lot of these older movies.
I'm on the intercom.
Where is the inner?
So I finally got the context for that scene. He's just incredibly high. But yeah, seems like some of the older movies that I've been watching, or I guess the last few movies I've been watching, they have a lot of they have some great soundtracks. It seems like they take a lot of musical inspiration from the time period they were made in.
Don't be a...
Oh, after you, kitty cat.
Zorro! It's literally all it is. Just a table inside of a car.
Did you just order a $5 shake?
I love how they all end up in a bathroom at the same time.
I don't see Jenny Mansfield. So she must have a night off or something.
Grace.
It was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished them well. You could see that Pierre did truly love the mademoiselle.
I'm assuming these are real dances, but sorry, I can't help but laugh because they look so ridiculous.
They furnished all
No, you can't get too seductive with these dance moves. Tell me this is a drug overdose.
Certainly. Join hands, you soft bird.
Please.
My God, Three Stooges. I already love this show for having this or this movie for referencing Three Stooges.
This is not my fucking problem, man. You fucked her up. You fucking deal with this.
What does he think he's gonna do? I mean, he she a doctor?
Get shot. I am if you let me. I said fucking stop. Well, you not talking to me. Start talking to her. Right.
Give me that. All right. Tell me what to do. Okay.
It's gonna make me uncomfortable. Oh no. Is it gonna make me uncomfortable?
Okay. Then what happens? I'm curious about that myself.
I'm curious about that myself.
Three tomatoes are walking down the street. Papa tomato, mama tomato, and baby tomato. Baby tomato starts lagging behind, and Papa tomato gets really angry. Goes back and squishes him. Says, ketchup.
It's so bad. What in the hell?
In one place he knew he could hide something, his ass.
Why did I know he's gonna say that? I love how he's telling this to the guy's son.
I give the watch to you.
Give the watch that was of your father's house to you.
I will take care of it.
So he always had that band-aid on the back of his head.
No!
She doesn't have to worry about them killing her.
Looking good, butch.
Really can't just leave. I'm gonna get the feeling that someone's gonna pop up in the back. No! Might want to step on the gas. Come on, do it. He did do it. A reference to Kill Bill. I now remember that Uma Thurman also plays in Kill Bill, another one of Tarantino's movies.
Who in the name of charity and goodwill.
So what's this? I don't know. It feels like the beginning, but the other guy's dead.
Die, you motherfucker!
You missed all of them. Sorry, that was so funny.
He laughs his ass off.
I don't give a damn if he does.
Marvin,
The irony of him being like a paid assassin.
I have an opinion. I mean, do you think that God came down from heaven and stopped?
And yet, he continued quote scripted.
You know, cops tend to notice shit like you're driving a car and this fucking blood. I mean, shit, we gotta remember here who's doing who a favor.
Gotta be nice and neat, and you know, wiping your bloody hands on your towels.
Nigga, what the fuck you just doing with towels? Man? Just drying my hands. You're supposed to wash them first. This some serious gourmet shit. Me and this.
Quentin Tarantino.
Boys, this is Red
So that's why they showed up in those clothes.
I'm taking my lady out for breakfast. Maybe I can drop you two off. Where do you live?
Redondo.
Inglewood.
It's your future. I see a cab ride. Move out of the sticks, fellas. Say goodnight.
Force him to go in cab.
Oh, wow. But I can't go back to sleep.
Just gonna go back to the very beginning, where the two people try to rob a restaurant.
How we doing, baby?
I gotta go pee.
That shit ain't the truth.
Gotta wonder what all the other hostages are thinking during this whole exchange. Well, that was Pulp Fiction. I can't say that it was a boring movie. But I mean, I don't really. I guess I didn't really get much about. I guess what it's about. I'm not sure if it's even about anything. or if it's just Quentin Tarantino. So, yeah, it was okay movie. Probably wouldn't watch it again. But I did love the soundtrack. I tend to be such a sucker for a good soundtrack, so I did like that. Hey guys, so let's look at some trivia. Shot of Vincent plunging the syringe into Maya's chest was filmed by having John Travolta pull the needle out and running the film backwards. Watch carefully and you'll see a mark on Maya's chest disappear when she's revived. Quentin Tarantino was quoted as saying that Butch is responsible for keying Vincent's car. Mr. Blonde, aka Vic Vega, played by Michael Madsen in Reservoir Dogs, is the brother of Vincent Vega. Quentin Tarantino even had a spin-off film in development titled Double V Vega, which was a prequel to both movies. The film was scrapped because both actors were too old to play younger versions of themselves. Uma Thurman originally turned down the role of Maya Wallace. Quentin Tarantino was so desperate to have her as Mia, he ended up reading her the script over the phone, finally convincing her to take the role. In the diner, when Mia ordered her $5 shake, Buddy Holly asked if she wanted the Martin Lewis or Amy and Andy. She was referring to two comedy duos, Steve Martin and Jerry Lewis, two white men. The Amos and Andy Show, two black men. Basically, she asked you want vanilla shake or chocolate shake. She has vanilla. I did notice that. I figured it was kind of a race joke. Chandler Lendier had to sit through the Captain Coon's speech delivered by Christopher Walken. Because of his young age, he had no clue what Walken was saying, including the use of adult language. Part of the dance that Vince and Maya performed at Jack Robert Slim's was copied movement by movement from the dance performed early in the Fellini's classic 8½, by Gloria Maureen and Mario Mezzabotta. Speculation abounds as to the nature of the mysterious glowing contents of the case, which Tarantino said was simply a MacGuffin plot device. Could it be Elvis' gold suit scene worn by Val Kilmer in True Romance? The most persistent theory is that it was Marcellus Wallace's soul. The story goes that when the devil takes a person's soul, it is removed through the back of the head. When you see the back of Marcellus's head, he has a band-aid covering the precise spot indicated by transition from soul recovery. Perhaps Marcellus sold his soul to the devil, which would also explain why the combination to open the briefcase is 666. Quentin Tarantino has said that the band-aid at the back of Marcellus Wallace's neck had nothing to do with an allusion to the devil stealing Marcellus' soul, but that Ving Ramis had cut himself shaving and used band-aid to cover the cut. According to Roger Avery, who co-wrote the script with Quentin Tarantino, the original plan was to have the briefcase contain diamonds. Urban legend has it that they were diamonds from Reservoir Dog. This seemed neither exciting nor original, so Avery and Tarantino decided to have the briefcase content never appear on screen. This way, each moviegoer could mentally fill in the blank with whatever struck his or her imagination as best fitting the description so beautiful. The orange light bulb projecting shimmering light on the actor's face was the last decision and a completely unintended fantastical effect. In a radio interview with Howard Stern in late 2003, Quentin Tarantino was asked by a caller the contents of the briefcase, and the answer to whatever the viewer wants it to be. Towards the end of the film, Jules says he wants to retire and become a drifter in Kill Bill Volume 2. Samuel L. Jackson turns up as Rufus, a piano-playing drifter. It is strongly implied that Fabi was pregnant with Butch's child. She had talked about looking at herself in the mirror, picturing herself with a pot belly and how good she would look with it. After having a shower, she goes to tell Butch something, but sees that he's fast asleep and says never mind. Next morning she talks about having a very large and unusual breakfast, which is uncommon for a woman so petite who isn't pregnant. Chronologically, the last scene in the movie is Butch and Fabian's riding away on a chopper. The first sound you can hear in the movie is the same chopper's engine. So it's all just interconnected. This story is something bad happened every time Vincent went to the bathroom, always with a Pulp Fiction book to read, which upon his exiting involves him, Maya overdosing, Pumpkin and Honey Bunny robbing the restaurant, Butch picking up the gun. Maya overdosed on the heroin because she is a cocaine user, and when she sees the heroin Vincent co-pocket, she just assumes it is cocaine. It's a white powder in a plastic baggie and it looks just like coke. Problem is that when Vincent goes to Lance's house to score heroin, Lance pours him it's out of balloons and asks for a baggie. Would be alright. Heroin is usually stashed by dealers in balloons, not baggies, most likely to avoid situations just like this. It is also put in a balloon, so if you're caught with it or need to simply transport it, you can swallow it quickly, then retrieve it later. Maya might have known the difference if Lance had been able to use a balloon. The heroin he purchased is also described by Lance as being extremely potent, a madman. Heroin is a depressant, whereas cocaine is a stimulant. The most likely reason for the overdose. Fortunately, Vincent got her to Vance's house in time to save her with the adrenaline shot. The whole heroin cocaine mix-up is foreshadowed in Lance's comment to Vince. Coke is dead, as dead. Heroin is coming back in a big way. Still wondering if that would actually, happen. But it is kind of shed a bit of little light on that scene. It is interesting. The movie that Lance is watching when Vincent arrives with overdose Mia is a Three Stooges short by The Scream. Quentin Tarantino is a Three Stooges fan, but couldn't get the rights for the comedy 3 to show them in the movie. So while Three Stooges films appeared on screen by The Scream is public domain, Three Stooges themselves do not. Emil Stacca, the frequent Three Stooges co-star who does appear on the screen, is credited as Hold the Hand You Love Bird. That is funny. Butch is a character who kills the most people in the movie. Ironically, of all the characters who kill someone in the movie, he's only one who isn't a professional murderer. Demise of Vincent may be a tragic confluence of circumstances. He is a cocaine user, which is known to cause constipation. He later switches to heroin, another frequent cause of constipation. After Mia's near-fatal overdose, he probably swore off drugs completely. Going cold turkey may have cleared up his constipation by the time that he was waiting for Butch near his apartment. A few days later, this would explain why he had to go to Butch's toilet in the middle of his stakeout, allowing Butch to get the drop on him. Well, that was some trivia on Pulp Fiction. It was actually kind of interesting to see, because, we get some of the facts behind some of the scenes, so. But yeah, that's about it for this movie. So if you if you like this movie, give it a like, or if you like this video, give it a like, and subscribe to get notification for more movies I'll be doing. I'll do a lot of the older popular ones because I never watched them when I was younger. So, and yeah. With that being said, you guys have a nice night. Stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.